Hello, hello, it is the Dibsy again, and today we're going to be talking about a problem as old as mankind itself. So the way I'd like to bring this up is think about Smurfs and think about Oompa Loompas. Let's say these two are at odds ends with each other and they go to war with one another. So, at first they're just brawling it out, duking it out, using their fist. And so there is no decisive victory. They go back home. And then the next day they go at it again. Except the Oompa Loompas this time bring, say, a sword. And the Smurfs still have their fist. Now the Smurfs are like, holy like, whoa, man. They retreat. They live to fight another day. The next day, they come back with spears to counter the swords. And now the Oompa Loompas are like, whoa, man, I can't reach him. He's too far away. The spears are too long. And so they go and create crossbows and so on and so forth. There is this conundrum where within hackers, cheating, cybersecurity, whatever people make to protect themselves against such things, there's always going to be other people trying to create ways to get past the defenses that are created. And that is the example I'd like to use for today. Like, Bungie is doing everything they can, and I think they're doing very well. They've taken a lot of good steps to prevent cheaters or hackers or whatever you want to call them, people who just dump on the game. And today I'd like to talk about how to deal with cheaters and or hackers. It's very simple, very easy, very upfront. I just want everyone to be aware that they are in LFG groups. You can match with people in LFG. A good example of this is I was just talking to someone we went through the new raid Vow with, and they were telling me a story about, back in November, they were playing with someone who was under level and just spammed rockets. And they had no idea what to do. So this can happen with LFG groups. If that person gets caught, and the fire team could potentially get banned. I've heard stories of people getting banned for being matched with cheaters. So I did want to make people aware of that. I also wanted to talk about what to do in those circumstances and those scenarios. But just so that you're aware, it is not only in PvP. It's not only in Trials or Iron Banner. It's also in PvE. It's also people doing it in raids. Maybe they're doing it in Grandmasters. It doesn't matter where. The point is that they are doing it. Some of the telltale signs is if your frame rate drops because they're spamming 2 trillion rockets at every enemy that spawns on the map, then yeah, they're probably cheating. It's easy to say they're probably most likely cheating. Same goes if they're spamming their super. If they're just one-tapping things with a sidearm, there's signs that you can tell. If they're rubber banding too, like sometimes they might be network manipulation, where you see that person teleporting around the map, they're most likely cheating if they're not getting dunked on. The way I decide for myself if someone is using network manipulation to give themselves a little boost is if they're absolutely just crapping on kids left and right. If they're not doing so well, if they're not doing so hot, I give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm like, you know what? They probably just have really bad internet, or maybe their internet's just poopy today. Other than that though, if they are like in PvP, they're in Crucible, they're about to drop a 50 bomb, they're like 50 and 0, then yeah, the rubber banding is definitely benefiting them. They're doing it on purpose then. The point being though is it's very simple what to do with these people. Don't go blasting them out on Twitter. Please do not do that. These people are individuals with their own lives and their own problems, so that's the last thing I want to do or suggest is, let them be. Just let them be. The only thing that you have to do is very simple. You go here, you click on their name, and then you go to report, and then you choose the proper category of what you believe to report. Now, as a community, we need to do that together as a community, because what could happen is if you ignore that, you just leave the fire team and don't report them, they could stumble across another poor guardian that has no clue, and that guardian might lose all their stuff. They might get their account banned, and you do not want that. I do not want that. I want this community, I want people to enjoy the game. Together as a community, we have to police this, because Bungie doesn't have the manpower. They don't have the people to watch every single player. So if you see something, say something. If they don't know, they don't know, and then we suffer for it. So let's go and keep the community straight. Let's keep it on a straight and narrow path. And I hope this helps people out. I hope it makes people aware. I don't want to discourage anyone from going into LFGs. There certainly are some LFGs where I've had a great time and met wonderful people, but just be aware of it. That's all I'm saying, is be aware of it. Protect yourself, protect other guardians. Hopefully this video helps you out. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. This channel is going to be geared towards new lights and newer players of the game to get them caught up to where they need to be. All right, thank you all so much.